Blondie. Love it! Hey, prospectors. Tony from Gold Chalk, Leonora. Running dirt. Running dirt. It was my birthday yesterday, so thank you very much to the 3 or 4 people that said happy birthday. Much appreciated. Always good to know that someone cares. We're continuing out on site, despite it being 45 degrees. We just start early, and usually by about 11 o'clock, something like that. By lunchtime I'm done. As long as we get some hours in, keep things ticking along, that's the name of the game. Anyway, so I had my birthday yesterday. 59. Holy crap, holy. Getting older, but that's alright. I feel like I'm 59. I thought I'd share with you something that Lisa and I heard during the week, which I thought was fabulous. Oh, I wonder if you can see that. It's up there. I don't know if it's a wet little junior wedgetail. I can't see his wingtips, or it's a brown hawk. There's a family of hawks that live in the open cut just up the road here. But anyway, he's looking for a feed, or she's looking for a feed, whatever it is. I don't think it's a wedgie. It's moving a bit quick. Mind you, the tail looks right. I'll get the gun out, shoot it, and we'll see what it is. It's the only way you can get good animal identification is by killing it. Alright, and that way you can really compare the fine details. Yeah, little hawk. Nice. Boom! Anyway, I wonder what it tastes like. So anyway, we were watching telly the other night, and Grand Designs was on, and Kevin McLeod was interviewing the couple at the end, because they'd spent a shit ton of money building this amazing mansion. Half of it that they'll never need or use, but that's fine. And Kevin looks at the bloke and he said, or looks at the couple and said, all right, well, how much did it cost? Da, 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 da. And he said, you know, like it was $10 million over budget. Not 10 million, but you know what I'm saying. And he said, well, how are you going to pay for it? And the bloke looks at Kevin and says, we'll pay for it organically. And Lisa and I absolutely rolling around on the floor laughing. We're going to pay for it organically. If any of you out there can tell us what that means, we would love to hear it. And I mean, it's obviously words to live by. And for those of us and you that are in financial distress at the moment with, you know, the cost of living and the cost of fruit and veg at the supermarkets and everything else, fear not, because all we have to do is pay for things organically and all should be well. As soon as we work out what the, for goodness sake, that is. So we're back down the bottom end of this project. It's going really well. We're just steadily getting through the dirt. I try and run 30 to 40 hours a week, something like that, in actual run time, and then you've got all your support time and everything else around that, and afternoon nanny nats with the cat time. And we are getting there. We finished up the top and started rehabbing over that side. We'll spend the next week or two down the bottom here and finalise this area, and then I've got another couple of weeks at this stage up the top and down the side. So we'll see how it goes. We found when I say the spot where it's sourcing from, you never really know because of erosion and everything else, but gold being lazier than me, it likes to remain sort of in situ a bit, and you generally find it is leaving you some telltale signs. And the way, even though we've got some old timer shafts over there, and it's impossible on a camera to get the perspective going, but we've got some old-timer shafts up there, which is the obvious place where it would be coming from, but I don't think it is. The old-timers had a scratch over at some trees up this side, and that fits in better with the flow of gold that we've been collecting. So what we will do is, when we get back, and it's one of the reasons I left the top for the end. It's sort of right up the top there. There's a little group of trees, and I reckon that's where she might be coming from. So we'll just sort of carefully rip shit out of that with an excavator and just have a look. The thing is, look, 9.999 times out of 10, chasing the source of the gold is not an economic proposition. It can be, and I know of some pretty large chunks of gold that have come out of them, so it can work out, but our experience is not to spend too much time on it. I've made mention of this before, that our business model, if there is one, is definitely make it up as you go along and be organic with your money, whatever that means. So our business model is get the easy gold, get out. If we can get the majority of the easy gold, someone else can go broke chasing the last 10%. I don't care about it. So get in, get the easy gold, move on. When you start chasing little seams and things like that, it often becomes uneconomic very, very quickly. Because the thing is, you can have a really nice run of alluvial gold, which this paddock obviously produced in the past. I mean, there must have been a lot of gold coming off this, and as I said, it's still good economy for us. But that might be over several sheds of the vein, over millions and millions of years of gold consolidating. The vein might have been another 2 kilometres higher, and what we're seeing in the paddocks today is a result of that vein eroding and remaining in place. The vein itself might be going an ounce per tonne, let's say. But the thing you've got to remember is, people get excited about that, but let's say the vein's only that wide and it's going 5 ounces a tonne, but it's that wide. If it's in hard geology, how long is it going to take you to get a tonne or two of that vein material to get your money? It's almost never going to happen. So even though a vein might be high grade, it does not mean that it's economical to chase, and that's just a really important point. Some of them have, massive amounts of gold, and obviously they're the ones you want. But we've come across many where you say, righto, well, that's the source of the gold. You can see that there's a high grade vein, but we take note of it and walk away from it, because from our point of view, we can't make money out of it. I'm not interested in sinking shafts and working underground. That's not my bag. Right, we get the easy gold, move on to the next project. I had to change the circuit breaker this morning on that top grizzly, and I wonder if the motors aren't running the right way, because she's bogging down a little bit, but the rocks are moving. Anyway, we'll go and look into that. So yeah, the sources are really interesting, but translating those into money is not easy, and highly unlikely. In our experience, that's what it is. So prospectors, you get out and control your money organically, and all your financial woes will disappear. That's what Lisa and I are going to try and do this week. We're going to We're going to make all our financial issues disappear by looking at things organically. See you, prospectors. Have a good one. Hooroo. What a crock of shit. See ya.